Guys, it is January 5th. It is around 12:30 right now. We are going to cover the 5-game main slate in Yahoo today. There's a 5-game and a 3-game. I do not like the look of that 3-game, so we will be focusing on the full 5-game slate today. Before we move on, as always, a look back at yesterday and how the lineup fared. I will say this. I had a late-minute Willie Cauley-Stein entry that hit so well. Minimum $10. He got the starting lineup. Whenever you guys see something like that and you're not sure about your punt play of the day or one of them, that's always a good way to go. Last-minute lineup change for them, and it really helped out. It's unfortunate that I hit so well on this, and a few of the plays that I really valued didn't go well. Sadiq Bey I thought was a good value, just ended up really not producing at all. Christian Wood underwhelmed, and Wall underwhelmed. So while our core play, we had Curry and Oladipo in there as core plays. That Wood core play didn't work. Turner, okay. Hart did what he needs to do. Wall really cost us, though, at $37. If we had someone else in there, we probably would have been in cash. You can't miss out on high-priced players. That will cost you every time. So let's move on to today with this 5-game slate we got going on here and see what we can do. So I'll say this, guys. It's going to come down to the value plays today and picking them correctly and how many you're willing to take and pick correctly. I think there is a lot of value on the slate today. However, you're going to need to pick them right. And the more value plays you play in your lineup, the more likely that you're going to have one of them destroy you. So it's going to be up to a lot of different routes we can go today. I'm going to cover a good amount of value plays and 4 core plays today. The first one, don't go chasing, waterfalls. We'll do Cabarrot. Boy right here, extremely volatile. He could ruin you. However, I am predicting he's going to have about 30 minutes of play with Durant out. And he actually gets a pretty high usage when he's in the starting lineup, but somewhere around like 23 or 24%, I think. And that's going to be the highest usage value play that I recommend today. So if you believe in usage, this is going to be the guy that you're going to want to plug in. They're thin. I think that he's not going to be a good defender. He's got to hit his shots. He's got to grab like 5 boards and hit his shots. This is a line we're looking for right here. 14.4 rebounds. Okay. 21-6, that right there, you can't expect that. You want him to drop about 12 or 13 real life points and grab a few boards, maybe an assist or 2. And if you're lucky, you get a steal. So he is going to be a popular play too. So if you want to go chalk and just be, everyone's going to pick him, I think this will be the highest valued player of the day. Next, we will go to Williams. Now, Patrick Williams, he'll be splitting with Thad Young at the power forward position. Portland does give up a lot to the power forward position. I don't like choosing rookies. It's going to be Jones Jr. on Patrick Williams. They both get in a lot of foul trouble. And Jones Jr. is also one of the value plays we'll talk about. High pace game here in the late night hammer. So you can go Patrick Williams. We all could go Patrick Williams. Again, you got to pick him right. So this is another one that you can go to. Okay. I don't necessarily love picking those rookies on a team that's going to get most of its usage from Levine, Kobe White, and Wendell Carter. Back to the Batum. He's treated me well this far this year. I wouldn't mind going back to him, although it seems like that's what he's going to be giving you every time. It's just so sturdy, so sturdy. But this is kind of what we'd be hoping for from TLC. If TLC could do what Batum's been doing, then we're going to be solid. You can absolutely go back to Batum, and I wouldn't be surprised if I see a lot of you do that. We've got Green. Michael Green, he could come up for us today. I'm sure it'll be another blowout. Minnesota sucks. And he posted a great line. And he's a good, point per minute player. So look out for Green. I usually don't play bench players, so you probably won't catch me playing him just because of the upside. I've already talked about that in previous videos, but I like to play starters. Jones Jr. He's such a bad player, and I think he's going to be losing minutes. Trent Jr. is back in the rotation, and Melo, he had foul trouble last game, but Patrick Williams is a pretty good defender. He's a pretty good defender. I think they could each just kind of lock each other up and not do anything all game. So he's not my favorite value play, but he's always there at $10. And then the value play today that I'm going to end in, and I'm going to keep in here right now, is going to be Tyus Jones. Now Melton is back, but I do expect him to reach somewhere around 30 minutes, and I love that. I'm sure that he's going to be able to get 25 fantasy points, and I'll take it and just move on. Because we're already going to be playing $10 players, and people might be playing multiple $10 players, maybe 2 or 3 on this slate. So a guy that's 15, I will take with the certainty that I feel is though he's going to reach that 25 fantasy point marker pretty easily, and he could go off for more. So I like Tyus Jones as a value play and also as a core play. I'm actually take him off because I have 4 actual core players, but he could be a core and a value. Okay, guys, he's my favorite value play if you go by that $15 or less as a value play definition that I've tried to install. So I do like Tyus, but you can't just go Tyus today. I think you're going to have another value play in there, maybe 2. First core play today that I am locking in the lineup is going to be Jamal Murray. Crushed Minnesota last time in 35 minutes, and I think he'll do it again. I don't think I really need to say any more. I think he'll do it again. And I want someone on Denver, and I'm not going to be able to pay up for Joker. So next in line, Jamal Murray. Sign me up, please. Please. Russell can't do nothing with this boy. Please. I've been going to him every game, and I'm going to continue to go to him. It's not the playoffs. I'll stop playing him when playoffs start. But until then, I'm riding it. They have not increased it. They increased it. Look. It stayed 31. It was 29 at one point. 33, 33, 33. Okay, now 37, 30. I bet you he's going to, when he gets above 40, it's when I pause. But right now, if you look at all these guards, which is heavy today, in terms of that upside of 50-point game, I think it's Donovan Mitchell and up. So if that's the case, Paul George at 39 and Irving at 45. I just love PG, even if he has Leonard and Irving has nobody. I just love it. If Leonard was less, of course I would pick Leonard, but George is less, so I'll continue to go with the cheaper guy. So lock in PG. He is just balling, and he's in a rhythm right now too, guys. He's in a rhythm right now too. Now, Brandon Clark, if you go over and look at lineups today, they're not going to have Clark listed there. I don't think Grayson Allen will start. I think Brooks will be at the 2, Anderson at the 3, and Clark at the 4. I like the $16 price tag today. It kind of allows you to do some different things with your lineup construction. Otherwise, putting like a $20 player there or going down to a 10. I think Brandon Clark is a good player. I think he just needs to get in a groove. If he gets 30 minutes, I'm very happy. And another guy that I think he's projecting to be around 30 fantasy points, if he gets me 25, I'm okay with that. Okay, it's gonna be a slate where the guys you pay it for need to drop 50, and then your any other player needs to give you 25. That's basically it. Okay, that's basically it. So I love Brandon Clark here as a core play, and then my final core play of the day is he has hit for me once, and we will going back to him, Mr. Zachary Levine. Now I will say this. You need one of the big usage players in Chicago and Portland. Okay, you're going to need Dame, you're going to need CJ or Levine. If you want to create a roster with both, you can do it, but it's difficult, and I'll get to it. I know. I said 4 core plays. I'm actually going to give you guys 5 today. Lucky you. So I'm going to go Levine because he's basically, if this game stays close, Levine's dropping 30 real life points. If anyone wants to, say something about that, please do, because I think that's what he needs to do. He's 39 against Dallas, got the win. I mean, in the games that have been close, drop 22, drop 23, drop 33 and lost. So yeah, I think we see monster Levine, and we just saw Curry thrash Portland. I think Levine can do the same thing. And I'm being nice today, but the reason why I like this slate is Rudy Gobert. Okay, center is very key today, and I don't have the cojones to go nerd today. A lot of people do that. J-Val's just not getting the minutes that I need at center. I need security. Rudy Gobert, and I think is going to be a closer game than people think. It's going to get you 36 minutes-ish. I love that. I can't trust any of these dudes down here. None of them. Not one. Okay, and I can't get to Joker. So Gobert is automatically locked in, and then you build through that. So these are my core plays today, guys. At least $15 average salary for 3 spots. I'll be rolling with this as my core, $15 average for 3 spots. Do with it what you want. Figure out what it's going to be. I'll be rolling with this core, and let's just we need Gobert, Levine, George, and Murray. We need all those guys between 40 to 50 fantasy points to cash. That's just how it's going to go this slate. You need to pick your expensive plays correct, and then also you need to pick those value plays. It's going to come down to the combination of 2. It's pretty simple today. You're going to have a lot more value on the slate than I generally like. I love balanced lineups. This today is going to be a little less balanced than usual, but we can still get it done. All right, guys. So that's going to be it for the day. Once again, just keep an eye out for a few things for me, okay? Just ensure that Brandon Clark's starting. If he's not starting, his value decreases a lot, so he would become automatically not a core play for me. So just look out for that, okay? You don't need to look out for anything in Minnesota or Denver at all. You don't make sure TLC's starting, okay, in Brooklyn. I didn't touch on LeVert. If LeVert is starting in this lineup, he becomes a really nice play at $26. So you could kind of start looking at things like that. Okay. So you need to keep an eye out on this. You need to keep an eye out on Memphis lineup. The Lakers, I keep an eye out if Kuzma goes in. He'd become one of my more favorite value plays at $14. Okay, so keep an eye out for some lineups. See if value opens up. All right, Aldridge. I don't care if he's in or out. I'm not playing Pirtle. We don't really need to watch anything in this game either. Okay, so there's a few spots you need to lineup watch. Sometimes value will open up or it'll disappear based on the lineups, just like what happened with Cauley-Stein yesterday. So be smart, guys. But that's going to do it today. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Enjoy your lunch. Love y'all.